Murky Vision.
The water turns to blood.
The third time I went to the future, I was there for 21 days, nearly a month. My whole body was there. I went to the bathroom. I talked to people and everything. I mentioned this in another video. I believe I was in somebody's body who actually lived in that time period. But make a long story short, I was there. It was after the world got destroyed. It was a small little village, like a little town, the size of half of a football field. And it was like a emerging piece of land out of sunken land. It was like say this whole area get flooded and just like the high peaks stick out the water. That was like a high peak that was just sticking out the water. That was it. Because the water all around this planet gonna rise up, y'all. I don't know why, it's just gonna rise globally. I've been saying that since '86. There was few people that lived on this island. I'd say maybe 15, 16 people. Some of them young, some of them really old. A couple of old guys from the early world, from the old world, this world here. They survived the Great Destruction. And on the outskirts of this town was like, you know, where the beach would be at. It wasn't no beach. It's just the land just went down into the water. And it was whole neighborhoods at the edge of this so-called island that just went down into the water. Whole neighborhoods from these days. None of them had a roof. Most of the buildings was destroyed, but it was like you could see the foundations of the stones and bricks and stuff with weeds and stuff grown over those. That's what that looked like. We had glass bottles and stuff, all different types that they found, and different cans and stuff that they found. These old men would go up to the shoreline up where it was muddy at. And I remember I was standing on that shoreline, and the dude I was standing with was saying, hey man, watch, get back. I'm like, well, because I was looking out into the ocean, or what looked like the ocean, and it was like skyscrapers sticking out the water about like a quarter mile out, broken, looking crazy, and the water around it was real choppy around those skyscrapers, probably because how the skyscrapers was positioned, how the water flowed through them, and the underwater structures of a whole city there. But I looked down, and it was a skyscraper smashed in the mud, like the side of it, going down into the mud, going down into that ocean water, right? It was some type of plexiglass. It was still in the building. So if you fall through that would have broke or something, no telling where you would have ended up. So that scared me to death. I jumped off of that. And he took me around that and showed me where to stand at. And this old man was coming back from them broken buildings out there in like a little metal aluminum fishing boat. And he was older dude. He was a white dude. He had a long white beard. And he would bring back trinkets, cups, forks, spoons, just random things that were office supplies. This just random things that was in that building, right? In those buildings. He would bring them back and take them to this little shop, and they would like trade with each other and stuff. And they would take turns stacking up different stuff that was washed ashore from the old world. They put all the plastics over here, all the metals over there, all the this over there, car parts over there, all the this over there. The old man was conducting it. They say it was another old man like him, but he got killed going out to to those buildings by that choppy water just took him out. So you have to know what you was doing. They knew because they was from the former world, so he knew what was under that water and where to guide that boat to. But yeah, so that evening they had like a little doom buggy thing that they had made. They was riding around town. The young boys did. They made beer. And we drank some. All the bottles were just random bottles, different colors and stuff. And let me see. And there was this one lady. It's an old lady, right? She stayed up this hill, this winding hill. It was like a cone. She stayed up the hill. And she had a lot of hair, and she was kind of heavy set. And she was like an artistic type of lady, and she liked the colorful things. So she had beads hanging, a bunch of candles and stuff up there, a bunch of different color glass and things to shine and look pretty and stuff in her little makeshift house, right? And she used to talk about her father all the time. And he was a person that lived in the world before. And he used to warn people about the end of the world. And she used to talk about how the Lord took him to heaven, how the Lord took him up in the heavens, rather, to other worlds, how the Lord showed him the future. She was talking about me. That was my daughter. And she was really distraught and upset that she didn't listen more when she was younger or something like that. So, yeah, that was interesting. That was pretty strange. I thought I'd tell y'all that. This ain't for everybody, y'all. A lot of this stuff I don't even talk about because it's not nothing that you'll hear. You know, this is nothing normal here. Or whatever you think is normal. This is all supernatural. Yeah. Do y'all know I did not remember my past lives? Like, I remember dozens of my past lives. I made videos about them. Y'all should go back and look at them. I didn't remember none of that until the Lord took me to the future. When the Lord took me to the future and I came back, I remember when I came here in 73 when I was born. I remember where I was at right before that. I remember my past lives, all kind of stuff. And he was showing me the future. It's like the whole universe just unveiled itself in my mind. Yeah. I'm out of here, y'all.